our numbers aren't where we want them to be. So
Idaho staying in stage 4 of their reopening plan for another 2 weeks. Governor Brad Little made the announcement earlier today. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us on KREM 2 News First at 4. I'm Tom Sherry.
Hello, everyone. I'm Regina Ahn. Governor Brad Little says the state hasn't met the metrics needed to move on to out of stage 4. He said coronavirus hospitalization rates remain too high throughout the state, and the state has an 8% coronavirus positivity rate, but the governor did say case rates have continued to decline for weeks now. Diagnostic positive tests are also on the decline. Governor Little also made it clear that if stage 4 were to end, the guidance would stay in place.
it doesn't mean the emergency declaration over, and it also doesn't mean that the guidance that we send out to the health districts, that guidance will be here.
Initially, stage 4 was set to expire back in June. Gatherings of more than 50 people are allowed as long as proper precautions are taken in stage 4. Spokane County currently only in phase 2 of Governor Jay Inslee's reopening plan.
Happening today, the National Guard is in Pullman to help with coronavirus testing. The team of 25 is funded by FEMA, according to a WSU spokesperson. The National Guard team was wrapping up operations in Yakima and then looking for other places that needed assistance. Well, they reached out to Whitman County, and after seeing the increases in cases there, the county agreed with them and then asked if they work directly with WSU. Well, today the team is scoping out locations for the testing site. They are expected to start testing next Tuesday. Well, KREM 2 is here to help you with everything back to school, and we are committed to answering questions that you might have coming concerning this fall. A Spokane Public School parent wrote to us and asked, are parents required to pay an insurance fee on the laptops that their children check out? Well, we spoke to the school district, and here's what we found out. Laptop insurance is optional. If you decide to get it, it's a $30 fee. It covers all damage to the device and the cost to replace it. Families are responsible for all damages outside school, whether intentional or accidental. The insurance does not cover if a device is lost or misplaced. Since it's insurance and not a deposit, the $30 is non-refundable as soon as the student or parent picks up that laptop. The money from the insurance goes into an allocated budget that is only used for tech repairs and replacement of devices for the district.
Spokane Public Schools begin the school year on September 14th, and that means teachers across the district are actively preparing for virtual learning. And things like band will be drastically different, but there's plans to make it work regardless if the bulk of class will be online. KREM 2's Brandon T. Jones explains.
When school begins in a few weeks, there's going to be a list of adjustments that students are going to have to get used to. The most glaring one being social distance learning and receiving your education through a computer screen. So it's not just missing out on being inside of the classroom, but there's a trickle-down effect to everyone involved, including the athletes, the kids in theater, and the students who are in the band. This is what a virtual band class will look like in 2020.
It seems like a really good solution for the times we're in.
Dan Nord has been the band director at Lewis and Clark High School for more than a decade. This year, the students won't have large in-person concerts or Friday night football games to play at, but they will have a chance to improve on their musical gifts.
We enjoy that time together. That's what makes band so great, is being around the other musicians and creating together. So we're still going to miss that part of it, but the music still can be there, and this is a vehicle to get it done.
The smart program that students will use provides interactive feedback. They play their instruments to the sound of other music, and the computer tells them what notes they hit correctly or where they can improve.
Up here in the upper left, it gave me a score. Right now it's saying I got 82%, and that's on easy tolerance. So the students can change the tolerance level to make it easier or harder depending on where they are.
Although this is how learning will take place for students in band, the SMART program is something that could be beneficial even when there's a return to the classroom. It's focused on practice, but serves as an enjoyable method of improving on a craft.
I think there are opportunities virtually for this stuff. I foresee them using this program, and I've assigned them a solo. And maybe, at the end of the quarter, they submit the recording of that solo that they've prepared. and I'm able to submit it to the community as like, here's our kids playing. And maybe it's not the band on stage, but it is all the kids playing and what they're accomplishing. So the performance aspect is still going to be there. It's just going to look different.
From Spokane, Brandon T. Jones, KREM 2 News.
Happening tonight, Spokane Public Schools is hosting a family webinar. It's going to focus on kindergarten. The meeting is set to start at 6:30 p.m. Right now, SPS families can sign up for a virtual teacher conference. The conferences serve to prepare for virtual learning and how to best support students and families. Conferences run from September 8th until the 11th. And for the latest updates on all school-related webinars, just text MEETING to 509-448-2000 and we'll send you a link.
All right, now to tracking several wildfires throughout our region. A massive wildfire in central Washington is growing. The Evans Canyon fire is now 52,000 acres in size. It is 0% contained. Nearly 1,000 homes are under level 3 evacuation, and that means you should leave the area right now. Crews are also working to contain the Heaton Road fire. It's burning in Spokane County outside of Spangle. Authorities say flames torched at least 320 acres, and the goal today is just trying to finish trailing that fire. Currently, they have the trail 90% completed, and crews are at the fire cutting down damaged trees from not only yesterday's fire, but trees that were damaged from the Yale Road fire in that same area 4 years ago. And today, level 2 evacuations remain in place near that fire. And turning to weather now, Tom, we've been talking about, the possible record-breaking heat that could come our way, also the wind, but both of those kind of scenarios not really the best for our area of fires, right?
Boy, you've got that right. We're looking at near record high temperatures expected on Friday. I'm going to be calling for highs in the mid 90s, and the record high, I believe, is like 96 degrees. And then we're going to get a lot of wind rolling into the area for Labor Day Monday and also into Tuesday. So we've got a lot going on, and temperatures are well above average. Right now, we're 10 degrees above the normal high for this time in September. You can see we've got a current temperature of 88. Wind is out of the west at 10 miles per hour. Air quality-wise, we were moderate yesterday. Today, we have good air quality. So we'll knock on wood and hope that that continues. Well, I'll tell you what's continuing is that big ridge of high pressure across the west, and that's where we're seeing the heat as well and no rain. Look for cloudy, breezy weather tonight with an overnight low of 56. 95, the expected high tomorrow. Again, I mentioned 96 is the record high on Friday, so we're going to get darn close, aren't we? Saturday, we're at 94 degrees. Sunday, 91. This is a really hot Labor Day on the way. It will cool down a little bit on Monday and especially on Tuesday. I'll talk more about that with a look